Hey, what's going on, folks? Klutch here, and welcome to the Farm Sim Show, the show where we look at the new mods, the new news, and updates for Farming Simulator 19. Today, well, we're looking at new mods for PC for Farm Sim. We've got a couple new mods that have been out in the last week, and we'll take a quick look at those. Also, folks, don't forget, we do several videos here a day at times, at least 5 to 6 videos a week, brand new on the channel. So you're going to want to hit that subscription button right down that bottom there. Click on that button, click the bell as well so you're up to date and don't miss an episode or a live stream. We also do multiple live streams here a week, so make sure you click that button and don't miss a thing here. Also, down in the description, you're going to find some links to our social connection area. We've got Facebook, Twitter, and of course, well, our Discord, our 1,000-member Discord is down there, guys. Click on that link, come join our Discord, come hang out, join the conversation. And other than that, guys, let's jump in. Let's take a look at the mods for Farm Sim 19 that are new in the past week. So, of course, all the mods we're talking about today are all for PC, and you can find links to where you can find them all in the description below. We're going to be starting off with something, well, a bit of a pack in a sense. In fact, there's going to be several mods by this user. This is from OK Used Mods, also known as J&MFARMS. Now, this is not necessarily a pack. We got 2 trailers here. They came out around the same time. We have a Big Tex, and we also have a DO24 trailer. They're just reskins of the Big Tex and the DO24 trailer, of course, but they look fantastic. So the actual options that are available on each of these trailers is very similar to what you're going to find on the base ones, the Big Tex as well as that DO24 trailer. Just be aware, it's just a reskin to make it look, well, used, old, and busted, but I mean, they still work perfectly fine. Some pretty good detailing on this for an old, rusted trailer. I am digging it. Look at this. That is fantastic looking. So this here's the Big Tex. It does have a few options to it. We'll take a quick look at the store just in case you haven't seen it before. And then same with over here. This is the DO24 trailer. Both old, busted, and rusted. They look fantastic and just a lot of detail put into the skin itself. I love it. I absolutely love it. It looks so good. Looks like something you're going to find on the farm. So let's jump into the store and take a look. Both of which you're going to find in the low loaders section of your store. The D24 used trailer is $1,250. The Big Tex is $6,750. As for the D24, not a lot of options, folks. Not a lot of options here at all. Just the attach type. You can change where that hitch sits, if it's middle, low, or high. That is it. You do have the full options for rim colors. If you want to switch these up, you certainly can and make it look a little bit different. But that is about it. There's no changes for ramps or for side rails or anything like that on this trailer. So here we have several more options. Starting with, well, the design. We can extend this out to 35 foot instead of just the 20. You can see there's a fairly large extension if you want to go with that. Then the attachers. You have a couple different options with the attachers. The first one, see here, we go with the flat deck trailer. That's a rear hitch, of course. And then if we go with the ramps, this is going to give you a rear hitch when we add ramps. And we'll show you that in a second. Next up, the attacher type. You got the gooseneck or you've got the bumper pull. And then lastly, like I said, we do have flat deck. We have ramp options. Couple different ramp options. This is pretty standard stuff for this Big Tex trailer, guys, if you're not familiar with it. But then you can see as well, you have the option of adding the hitch back here if you want to go with a secondary trailer behind this one. So that's where you would add that in. So that there is our Big Tex and our DO24 trailers, the used trailers. By that means by used OK Used Mods. Very cool skins. I like them a lot. Okay, let's move along. Our next mod is the Massey Ferguson 4700 Global Series. This is version 1.7. I'm not sure if I just haven't seen this one before or have been missing it, but it popped up and I am pretty happy about this. Now, this is a small utility style tractor, open cab. Now, you do have some options. You can change this up and get a roof over it, but it's still really an open cab tractor. A couple of options to do with it. Small horsepower ranging from about 70 to 100 horsepower, but there are a couple interesting options to go with it. American styling. Looks fantastic. Let's jump over into the store and take a quick look. And of course, you're going to find this in the small tractor section of your store. Now, color options. You've only got white or red wheels. That is the only option there. You're seeing your base horsepower is 70 horsepower, $42,000 price tag. Relatively reasonable as far as that goes. Now, our wheel options. Well, we do have some wheel changes here for wheel setups. Unfortunately, they're relatively all the same. So for the Trelleborgs, you have the 600s, the wides, the 700s, and that's it. You can see there's not even weights. There's not really a wide difference for the most part. They're for the most part the same. It's really difficult to see much of a difference there. So you got the wides and the normals. There's no twins, there's no weights, there's no narrows, unfortunately. Now, you also have an option to have Nokians with the turf tires. That's it. So that's it for your tires. Moving down to your design. Now, this is where things get a little interesting. We scooch on down. You're going to see here we can add a couple different options as we scroll through this, from fenders and the canopy. just scooching on back and forth. So you can see we get the front fenders, rear fenders, and then the canopy on top. There's a little bit of a rear fender that sticks out on the side here too if you'd like. So those are your options for that. Design, well, this is your warning triangle, and you also get some LED work lights. So right now we just added some work lights up on the front there. You can see them pop in. And also on the back work light on the back here as well. You get that warning triangle to add on, and some beacons. Perfect. Then the last thing we want to talk about, guys, that is the engine setup here. The engine setup base is 4707. It's only 70 horsepower, but you can get up all the way to 100 horsepower with a 4710. And lastly, that I forgot to mention was the front loader attachment. You can see we have two options for that, the Stoll or the LO. There you go. Two options, front loader attachment for a little utility tractor. And so there are a few little party tricks and interesting things to do with this tractor as well for operating it. Of course, first person camera is great in an open cab. I don't know what it is, but I just love it. Fantastic first person camera. Next up, the rear rack. You can fold this down. You don't need to leave this up. That can be folded down. That looks kind of cool. So if you're going into a lower area or you just want to have it for that look, you can do it. Also, let's bring our lights on here. We do have these work lights on the sides. These are movable. Let's see if we can figure this one out now. There we go. So you can physically move these lights around and view different areas. That is kind of cool. So just for a little more help, especially if you're working at night, you've got some movable spotlights on the Massey. Other than that, folks, sounds good. Sounds like a small tractor should. I'm pretty happy. I think it's a pretty cool little unit. So that's it for our new equipment mods. Let's quickly talk about a couple placeable mods that have come out. And the first one, well, they're both packs actually. The first one here, this is once again by OK Used Mods, and we're standing all in it. It is a pack of, I don't even know how many pieces of buildings or placeable objects. We've got, well, the sign, the OK Used Mods sign. We've got a building over there as decoration. We got 2 fuel pumps. We have a garage. We have a different service center garage. We have, well, the shed back there as well, just a pole shed. And then lastly, a sales shop of sorts. So these are all taken from other different mods that are out there and just reskinned once again, but they all look great. So if you want to know more of an old school style service center, kind of something like we've done right here, you can now do it fairly easily. Also includes the flag, I should add. So all the buildings, we've done reviews on, I think, all these buildings in the past. You can enter them all. The light switches work in all of them as well. Fairly standard stuff for the most part. I think most of them are still the same as well. Let's see, we can go into every single one of these and look around. There's a service center ready to go inside this one here. But for the most part, it's just a reskin of all of these buildings, and they all look pretty good. I'm pretty happy with these. So, want to make yourself an old school service station on your farm, or maybe the entrance to your farm? Come on, open up for me. Then, well, now you've got it. And the last placeable mod pack is the Welker Farm Shed pack that came out just this last week. Now, I've had one of these packs in the past. This one's a little bit different, and it's got some additions onto it. So we've got 3 different buildings here you can see. We'll start off with the small sheds on the side. You've got the small car garage here, the single car garage with the working door. Now, all the doors, all the lights, all work, of course. We also have the larger one on this side right here, more for the combine size. Not bad. Once again, lights and doors all work. In fact, get a bit of a sound effect there. That's cool. And like I said, we find the light switch. Lights all work as well. And then the big one, the main shed over here, the main shop building. Same thing. All the doors, all the lights work as well. Very cool building. This one here is a bit different than the one I'm used to. You can see you can get right into the office here as well. Lights all working here. You can get the light switch to work. There's a light switch there. I can't find the trigger. It does work. All the way across. Everything does work on this. Now, this one does have some extra options on it. First of all, I don't believe I have this option on mine. If I can find the activation point for it, let's bring this on up. You can move your winch across. And as well, it has a shop hoist. That is very cool. The mods I'm currently using on this for this particular shop does not have this as an option, and I find that's kind of a nice one to have. Very cool. You also have obviously the storage area down on this side. You have the drill press room at the back here for more storage. Excellent. Now these doors over on this side do not work. The only doors that do work are the one in the shed, the ones that go back outside, the ones that go back to the storage room right here do not work, unfortunately. but everything else does work. Like this one here is closed off as well. But the rest of them do all work. All the light switches, like I said, there's 2 different lighting areas inside this. You can see there's this on this side here. Our light switch should be right over here. You can click this bad boy off. And now the lights on this side of the shop are off, only on the main side. One last thing to mention on this particular shop, guys, it does have a repair bay that you don't even see. So you can bring vehicles in right around this area right here, park them beside this toolbox. You go inside the room, in our office right here, and click by this computer, you're gonna get a workshop option to repair anything. That is cool. You don't even know it's there until you click on it. Absolutely sweet. I love it. Absolutely love it. So that there is the Welker Farm Shed pack. So that is going to do it for today's Farm Sim Show. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, you know what to do. Drop that like. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell as well. And then, of course, if you have any questions on this stuff, you can leave a comment here or over on this side. You can follow us on any of those social links down there. And in the description, the links are directly to those. The Discord channel, like I said, is open for you guys if you want to come out, hang out, ask any questions. Other than that, folks, I hope you have a fantastic day. Stay safe out there, and I will catch you next time. See you guys.